What's up, everybody? Charlie Marlow here with a quick Sonny Gray update. Got my transition lenses on once again, Tony La Russa style. John Mozeliak met with the media down in Jupiter, Florida, and announced that Sonny Gray has a mild tear in his right hamstring and said that Gray being ready for opening day would be challenging. Remember, Sonny Gray was penciled in to be the Cardinals' opening day starter. I think it's safe to say that is probably not going to happen. So this news, not terrible, not great, kind of in the middle, I would say. It's mild. So Sonny Gray probably not ready for opening day. Let's just say, okay, could he be shut down for a couple weeks? Today is March 5th. Does he start throwing again in a couple weeks around March 20th? I'm just speculating. Does he need a full month or so to get ready and ramped back up? Could he miss a couple weeks? Could he miss a month? I don't know. Not great news, not terrible news, kind of in the middle. We talked about it this morning. I was on Hot Take Central on 590 The Fan, KFNS, when the news broke of John Mozeliak saying it was a mild strain, which is a tear, to be fair, for Sonny Gray on that right hamstring. Listen in, myself, Jimmy the Cat Hayes, Cam Janssen, and Cole Bartemes on Hot Take Central talking about Sonny Gray.
I want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth about Sonny Gray's right hamstring tightness.
Tightness. Here it is from Derek Gould.
Oh, no.
What's up, Jimmy? Take it for what it's worth. This is from Derek Gould's Twitter.
Oh, no.
Sonny Gray has a mild hamstring strain, per Mozeliak. Getting him ready for opening day is now in question and challenging.
You can't handle the truth.
Got some time. You know. Sonny Gray, mild hamstring strain, per Mozeliak. Getting him ready for opening day is now in question and challenging.
You have to reset. I mean, he's going to be shut down for a while, then you got to build back up.
Stretch out. Damn, dude. That's a buzzkill.
That is a buzzkill.
You know. Damn.
That's no good.
It's no good.
I guess it's in the middle,
terrible.
though. It's mild.
Yeah.
It's not nothing. It's not a season ender, but it's mild.
Yeah. Interesting.
So who's going to be the opening day starter now? Lance Lynn?
Miles.
Lance Lynn, he's going to start this week. Like, he hadn't thrown a lot, so I think they have a lot of number ones.
That's right, man.
Sure.
So they have to see who's trending in the best direction.
This ain't good.
It's not good because last year, in my opinion, things started to snowball with the starting rotation not being good. Then it taxed the bullpen. Then everything went awry. So they have time. Hopefully it's not anything beyond opening day, and hopefully they can patchwork it.
And it's important to know, we've all been through this a lot. So everybody knows, we're not doctors, but a strain is a tear. It's a mild tear. You ever torn your hamstring?
Nope. I never pulled my groin. My legs, my knees have been fine. Ankles fine. I just hurt my hand, my chest, and my shoulders.
So what do they do? Do they do anything? Do you wait it out a little bit? What do you think?
Wait it out.
What can you do?
What do you...
I don't think, well...
I mean, depth-wise, to be honest, which is why I thought they were a starter short, you got Liberatore and Zach Thompson as the first two pieces. I don't know in which order. I would lean towards Zach Thompson because I think Liberatore might be better suited for the bullpen. So you move Zach Thompson in and see what he can do. I don't think they're going to go out and jump on one of these free agents that are still out there.
I think it's fair to say he's not going to be the opening day starter, and he'll most likely start the year on the IL. I think that's fair to say. Don't you think?
That's what I got out of that.
If I were betting, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, man. If Sonny Gray's hurt too long-term, I think John Tudor is still alive. I'm sure that leg is healed by now.
This is a buzzkill, man.
Yeah, I know.
This is
Speak for yourself.
They were, though. You know what? Everybody said get 2 front-end starters. They got 1, and if the one guy gets hurt, you got 0 right now. For now. Now, hopefully Sonny Gray is only on the IL for a couple weeks. But it ain't good. Cam, it ain't good.
It ain't good. It ain't good. Oh, God.
It's a buzzkill. I think you
It
nailed
is
it.
a buzzkill.
We don't know the long-term ramifications, but right now, it certainly takes the air out of the balloon.
So the other day, in our very popular podcast, Low Hanging Fruit, we were talking about, Brendan and I was already looking ahead to the trade deadline. And I said, look, just most teams, if you're in the hunt, if you're trying to get that 85 wins, you might be around 500, you are most likely going to add a starter and probably one reliever. And Brendan said, well, who's it going to be? And I said, I have no idea. But I'm telling you, we all know this. You don't have to be an expert to know. Dude, 162 games, you just don't have all 5 starters all throw 32, 33 starts. And we looked this up. I think it was 2015 was the last time the Cardinals basically were healthy in the rotation. And that would have been, I think it was a Waino injury year. So it would have been like Waka, Carlos Martinez. We can look this up. But the point is, you don't have to say it's going to be Sonny Gray or it's going to be Kyle Gibson. But you can almost every year predict one of your starters is going to get hurt at some point and probably for a significant period of time. And what sucks is, look, when it happens before the season even starts, now somebody else is probably going to get hurt, right? Your whole staff is 35 years old. Somebody else is also probably going to get hurt. That's why you always need depth. Sonny Gray was the one guy who really couldn't get hurt. Now, I'm not saying it's the end of the world, but it seems like he's not going to be there from day one. He's your only guy on paper that you're like, I like starting him in a playoff series.
I've said all along, like, you can say we got 7 starters. You're probably at some point going to need 9. Mm-hmm. I mean, it usually happens early, too. There's always someone who goes down at spring training, whether it's something that puts them on the shelf for a couple of weeks or possibly more serious. Then the first couple of weeks, another one goes, and next thing you know, you're scrambling. So depth in the rotation is really important.
Trevor Bauer.
They think they have it with Liberatore and Thompson. I'm a Thompson guy. I think he'll be a good starter, but I certainly didn't want to see it at this point where you break that emergency glass now.
Also, something else to remember. If anybody listening, go and look at the schedule. Look at what happened last year. The Cardinals had an atrocious start. I do think it's important for this team to have a strong start. Not just the 4 that you open up with the Dodgers. The schedule's really tough for about the first, I believe, 16 games before they play the A's. And let's just hope Sonny Gray is only out for a couple weeks. That's still probably this really tough stretch to begin the season where it could flip pretty quick. Like, this Cardinals team needs to have a nice, strong start. And now you probably, I think it's fair to say, won't have Sonny Gray for that first stretch.
It's tough, man.
I think it's like, I would assume the guy they'd like to be the starter in place of Gray is Michaelis, but we will see, because right now you don't have a number 1, and I think you got to just look who's pitching well and formulate the opening rotation that way, right? I mean, I don't think there's one guy you say this guy has to be the new opening day starter. You see who's pitching well. Some guys are ahead of other guys right now in terms of being ready.
Are there any veteran one-year pitchers hanging out there? I know there are a lot of big-name guys, but I'm talking about the Brandon Crawford version of a starting pitcher.
Rich Hill.
See, honestly, somebody like that, I wouldn't laugh at that right now. A Rich Hill type just to get you. Okay, but do you want Rich Hill?
I'd take
or
Thompson.
Somebody that's Rich Hill or Zach Thompson, but you're saying Zach Thompson as a one of your 5 to start the season. Like, we're now depending on Zach Thompson.
I'd take Thompson over Hill.
I don't mind the veteran guy that you can just discard. You could discard him after 3-4 starts if he's not good. Like a Rich Hill type.
Can't you just discard Zach Thompson to the bullpen?
And then who do you replace him with then?
Whenever Sonny Gray returns?
Okay.
That phrasing specifically, saying that it's in question whether or not he's going to make opening day, makes it sound like even if he doesn't, he's not going to miss that much time. Miss a few starts.
I've heard this before.
You guys have the experience. I have a Hadley drop in here somewhere about the Cardinals always lying about the injured list. So you guys have more experience with this than I do.
I wouldn't say lying. I would say
Exaggerate.
Miscalculating.
I would just say saying too much. I think with injuries, the less you say, the better.
Well, to be honest with you, the Cards
Upper
have
body.
admitted that they've done that. They've sort of promised timetables that haven't happened, and they realize it because Mo has said we're hesitant to do timetables because it hasn't served them well in the past. So I don't know what this timetable is now, except it's not ideal. I'm not trying to say it's worse than they're portraying. And if it is short term, I'd be fine with Zach Thompson. He's being stretched out to be a starter anyway. If it's something more serious than that, I don't know. I'd get on the phone right now and I'd say, hey, Monty.
What's it going to take?
Listen, you were great with us. We should have offered you early. We should have given you the bag. What say you give us a 1-year thing and just really show what you're made of again?
If the Cardinals say a player is going to be out for 10 days, he'll be back in a month.
How about this?
Yeah, but they give good gift cards
Yeah, they do.
that disappear.
First thing on Google, I put mild hamstring tear pitcher timeline. Low-grade hamstring injuries can heal within several days to 1 to 2 weeks, which will then see them return to sports activities. Larger injuries can take between 2 and 6 weeks for players to return to sport. When I hear this, I think of one guy. You put down the guitar and you pick up the baseball and you say, Waino,
Give us another one.
we need 5 starts out of you. Take off that country hat and put on
baseball cap.
that birds on the bat
And we'll let you
cap,
sing the national
and you
anthem.
you can sing the national anthem. You can sing at the NASCAR race.
Yes.
Hopefully, Sonny Gray's back right there. NASCAR race is, early June. Waino gives you 7 starts, April, May. Then he retires again. He sings the NASCAR race. He's a hero.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say okay, except I already saw that 400 times as soon as the hamstring popped up yesterday.
Oh, you saw it on
People were
Twitter?
tweeting at me.
Was Hockey Bob? Was that in the mix of his?
He's
his
starting to
giant
lose
scroll?
a
No,
little bit.
because when I
Hockey
tweeted
Bob?
I tweeted out the Votto thing
Started.
on YouTube, which drops at
getting back.
1 o'clock. I all of a sudden, can he pitch? Can he pitch? And then it was,
Question. This is just a hypothetical. We're just having fun now. If the Cardinals, now maybe Waino calls the Cardinals first. If the Cardinals called up Waino right now and said, we need you for 8 starts, wouldn't Waino do it? Plus, he'd have redemption. What if he was good for 2 months?
I bet you he wouldn't.
Oh, no. He would 1,000%.
All
do
right.
it. Jim, if the Cardinals called Waino right now and said, go down to spring training, build back up,
stretched
we
up.
need 8 starts,
Here's-
he would 1,000% do it.
I would agree, except for he pitched through a lot of stuff, and if the arm is terrible now,
PRP,
and it hurt to even throw with his kid,
Knucklers.
he wouldn't.
sidearm,
Just get lit up again.
throw left-handed,
Just another season like that.
bobbleheads.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's got another career going on
As
right
long
now.
as he's not pitching on April 20th.
Is
Why?
that the game you're going to?
No, because Cam will be at his concert with Zach Brown Band at Chaffetz
Oh,
Are you
nice. Yeah, we'll see.
with Kate.
I am going on a vacation in May. I do know that's 100%. Jeff Witt's always telling us that he's got tickets for us on the Cardinal game. Go for a day game right after the show. Head down there.
Yeah.
Us 4. Go say hey to Jimmy.
Yeah.
Get Maddie to go.
Car service.
Car service.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite Cardinal games for sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
100%.